Well, Coach Loyd, talk a little bit about your recruiting class as a whole, maybe some of the positives that you get from this class as y'all get ready to start practice here in a few weeks. Just maybe a couple things that you really like about this particular group.
I like everything about this group. The best thing about this group is our character. We had to fill a lot of holes from last year. Every position, 2 and 3 at every position. You have 2 returners coming back, but our quality and character of these kids far outweighs their skill, and we think we've improved our skill a great deal. But our first recruiting class, the staff did a tremendous job. Legend and Coach Marbo, myself, we put together just a great group of young ladies. That's what we're most excited about. Yes, we can play. Our skill is much improved, but the foundation of our program, our building blocks are just solid. That's what we're really excited about. The great character that's just fallen into place. We're pumped about it.
At the end of last season, what was maybe the one thing that going into the recruiting full board at the end of the season, what was the one thing that you really wanted to improve going into this year as far as with your team, but specifically with the girls you were going to bring in?
Well, we had to replace a lot of upperclassmen that had left the program in previous years. So we needed maturity, skill, leadership, and at every position. We needed a quarterback, we needed shooters, and we needed depth. We didn't have any of that. Of course, our staff coming in late, forced us to survive last year. So it was an unusual year. We had to really work to cover a broad spectrum from our quarterback to our bigs. And so we brought in, I can't say we had to address we had to address everything. But especially the tricky part was bringing in some experience, some leadership, both physically and emotionally, and some maturity. And that's hard to do your first recruiting class. But we have some transfer kids that fit in great with our people that have been here, and so we feel that, as well as probably, I think you're asking about the specific sports skill and the ability to shoot the perimeter shot in women's basketball is huge, and we feel like we addressed that issue, and we have not only that but some playmakers, but physically that's probably the biggest address is filling it up from the perimeter. And we also got some depth behind Carly, and also some playmakers behind Satera. And our quarterback, Candy, graduated, and we didn't have a point guard, so we brought in 3 quality point guards. So anyway.
You mentioned Carly and Satera. Those are your 2 returning starters. How pivotal, when y'all start practicing in a few weeks, how pivotal will they be in terms of getting those newcomers to come in, kind of acclimated to your program, the way you like to do things? I mean, what are you looking to them as far as leadership?
Everything. We're going to hand the team over to them. It's their team. They are the only remnant of what we had from last year, and you can imagine how hard it is to build your program. And it's our first recruiting class, but they bought in last year, and they have the ability to make a huge impact on the floor. But they've taken the reins, and they will be coaches on the floor in the dressing room. They're going to be our leaders, and basically what they'll do is they're going to work harder than everybody else. They're going to take care of everything in the dressing room, outside the locker room, and then they're going to buy into what we do and really support the coaching staff. But modeling their work ethic, as well as having a little bit of experience with what we've done and the program philosophies we started last year is going to be huge. So we basically believe how we do this year is going to be, a lot to do with how they do. So, and we're very excited about their enthusiasm. They worked extremely hard in the off season, in the summer. So they're in great shape, great spirits, and they're both seniors. So this is the biggest year of their life, the biggest fall of their life.